Hey guys, Brad Lincoln from Pathway to Oz, and today doing something a little bit different. We're on site here at Tafe Queensland, Ashmore, and this is the Gold Coast campus. So this is probably our most popular campus option for international students looking to undertake study in a trade in Australia. There's some very simple reasons why this is one of our most popular options. A, the Gold Coast is an amazing place to study. You've got surfers paradise, literally a 10-minute drive from this campus, which is basically the heart of the city. You've got the beaches, you've got the nightlife, you've got a low cost of accommodation. Study is quite cheap compared to other areas in Australia. And the biggest selling factor, in my opinion, is the fact that Tafe Queensland, by far, has the best trade training facilities out of any education provider offering trades to international students. So today, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview on the carpentry program. It's currently getting delivered here at the Gold Coast, where you can meet a teacher, meet some of the students, and really see and get a hands-on feel for what it would be like if you'd chase that dream and come and undertake your study in Australia. So let's go. So guys, we're here with V. He's one of our carpentry students who's just started here on the Gold Coast. Probably the perfect person to get a bit of insight to, for someone who is looking at starting this trade, not really know what's going to happen when you first arrive. V's going to give you some great insight onto how that all works. So V, when you first arrived at Tafe, what was it like? How was the transition from not studying and just having fun in Australia to moving onto a student visa?
Yeah, everything went pretty smooth.
Yep.
It was pretty easy. Teachers are cool. Everyone's easy going. Classmates are cool. Not much stress here, to be honest.
That's good, man. That's what you want when you're studying. Yeah, that's perfect. So since starting the course, obviously you've got to start off slow. What are some of the things you've been working on in these first couple of months?
In the beginning, it's quite a bit of theory. But once we jump and do some practical stuff, that's what we love. That's what we like most.
Yeah.
And safe. So yeah, a bit of everything, a bit of balance.
That's good. So guys, hopefully that's given you a bit of insight into what it's like for when you first arrive and start your course in Tafe. But yeah, thanks for your time, V, and good luck with your studies, man. I'll speak to you again real soon, bro.
Man.
So guys, we're here with another one of our clients, Dom. He's from the UK, came over here to undertake carpentry in Australia. He's been doing it for a bit longer than V, so he can give you a bit more insight into how you progress through this course. So tell me, Dom, what are some of the things you've loved about studying carpentry at Tafe Queensland?
Definitely the up-to-date trade skills. One of our teachers now is a steel builder, so he gives us great insight into how the trade is currently running.
Yep.
And also, as V said before, the equipment's pretty good, it's all up to date, it all runs, and they look after us.
Yeah, that's good, man. And so the facilities you just touched on yourself, obviously they're used by Australian domestic students and international students. Do you guys integrate much at all? Or is it more of just sort of international this side, domestic that side, or are you sort of all just working together?
Yeah, so we're in a lot more often than the domestic apprentices, so we're kind of kept separate, which is absolutely fine. You know, It gives the internationals time to make friends with each other and get to know each other, and also we get to know our teachers a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And how do you feel when working with the teachers in these sort of practical formats where you're outside and not in classrooms all the time, do you get that one-on-one time with your trainers to really develop your skills and hone things in if you're not super confident on something?
Oh, definitely. They're always at hand to help us out, and they're more than happy to give us tips and advice.
Yep, definitely. Now, one last thing before I let you go, you've obviously been doing it a bit longer. So vocational placement, how was it getting out on site and using these skills you're learning as we speak, basically, in a real world practical format?
Oh, definitely. I've used a lot of stuff that I've learned here and taking that to my vocational placement, and they've been very happy with some of the skills I've actually taken from here. So it's been pretty good.
Yep, that's awesome, man. Well, thank you very much for your time, Dom.
No worries.
Guys, as you can see, Dom is absolutely loving his time on the Gold Coast and studying at Tafe Queensland. So get ready to come out here and join him. So guys, as you know, doing the trade and doing the practical work is one element. There is, of course, theory that has to be done. I know it's not the best part and it's not the fun part, but it still has to be done. But at Tafe Queensland, you can see here, we have some great classrooms. There's some great facilities, best technology, air conditioning, which on the Gold Coast summer is something you definitely want, but the facilities are top notch. So regardless of whether it's you're outside on the tools or sitting here in a classroom doing your theory work, you literally have the best of everything available to you. Guys, today we are here with Matt, one of the teachers here at Tafe Queensland in the carpentry sector. We're going to ask him some questions, give you guys a bit of an insight in what it's like to work with these guys in your training for being a carpenter in Australia. So Matt, tell me, what were you doing before you started teaching carpentry at Tafe Queensland?
Obviously a qualified carpenter, worked in the industry for 10-15 years before coming to Tafe. And just after a new challenge, and I think teaching has presented that challenge and allowed me to utilise the current skills that I've got and sort of pass on those skills to the next generation of carpenters.
Yeah, perfect. And what do you feel is, what are you getting out of working with international students here at Tafe?
I think it's a great relationship that we have with our international students. They learn a lot from us, and they're teaching a lot about what they're doing back in their countries. They bring a wealth of experience. A lot of them are obviously professionals, and so we take that in consideration with our delivery to make sure that we're starting on the right sort of level where they're at.
Yep. And how do you feel if there's someone who's coming in who's never worked in the industry before, or never even really picked up a tool, to be honest? How is that structured when they're coming into a class? Are they getting hit with the basics straight up so they're coming in and feeling confident?
Yeah, 100%. So you've got to learn to crawl before you walk. So we know that there's varying levels of experience, and we just make sure that we're catering to that individual for where they're at, so that to make sure that they've got the basic skills and foundation skills down pat, and that they're getting to the level that they need it by the end of the course.
So, in terms of vocational placement, obviously you can see we've got an amazing facility here, but how does that then translate into working in a real world scenario? And how does Tafe help with getting vocational placement?
Yeah. So the first term we have the guys, we really focus on those hands-on skills and skills that employers are looking for, making sure that they're prepared to go out into industry, and then we sort of help facilitate that too. So with our current network of employers, we branch out to them and see whether or not they're interested in taking on an international and help sort of pass on their knowledge and skills as well. So we work in partnership with our employees. Totally, because there's one thing to do it in a classroom, but then you get those, in a classroom a lot of stuff's perfect. Yeah. On site, not always the case. Yeah, that's right.
So you've got to be able to be versatile.
Yeah, they're getting that hands-on real life experience. Yeah. So we're simulating a lot of things. Out there, they're doing it for real. Definitely.
And from the students you work with, do you feel they find it quite easy to transition into full-time work once they've done their studies? Like, are you confident that they're going out there with the knowledge they need to succeed within the carpentry sector?
100%, yeah. We're all qualified carpenters here. We're all tradespeople. So, the knowledge and skills that we're passing on within that 2-year span for the carpentry program, that they should be ready to hit the ground running. They'll have the necessary experience to be able to succeed if that's what they choose to do.
Yep, perfect. All right, awesome. Thanks heaps for your time, and look forward to sending you some students to get trained up as carpenters.
Sweet, man. Yeah, keep them coming.
Too easy, man. Thanks. So guys, I hope you found this video about the carpentry program delivered at Tafe Queensland on the Gold Coast useful. I think this is a really good opportunity to really take in the stuff you see and the stuff the students are telling you in this video, because it's one thing to look at pictures and all that sort of stuff and doing research, but this is what's happening here. This is the way the course is delivered, this is the work you're going to be doing, and this is the type of stuff you're going to be doing while doing your study in Australia. As I said, Gold Coast is probably one of the best places in my opinion. It's my hometown, so I do love promoting the Gold Coast more than anywhere else, but it's not just because it is my hometown, it is because I truly believe that the Gold Coast is one of the best places for international students to undertake their study in Australia. So if you do have any questions, or you want to look at any other options for trade courses or any other courses that you can study in Australia, as always, never hesitate to contact the team on Pathway to Oz via phone, Facebook, Instagram, or the website. And you can get us on email anytime. Thanks.